Hey everybody, it's Dave from Tanked Up Life. Doing a video on my 5-gallon Fluval Spec V Shrimp Farm. A little update on the tank. It's doing really good. The shrimp are multiplying. They're plentiful. If you take a look over here at all the shrimp. I started off with 8 shrimp, and I don't even know how many I have now. It's a lot. I moved about 10 into my other tanks, but really happy with how this came out. This is my first really foray into trying to breed shrimp. I did have red cherry shrimp in my 28-gallon, but that did multiply, but that really wasn't the point of it. I just kind of threw them in there. Whereas this, the purpose was for these orange pumpkin shrimp to start multiplying. So I can put them in my other tanks because shrimp are really the ultimate tank mate. They give off an extremely small bio load, and they eat pretty much anything. They eat decaying leaves, any remaining food. They're basically scavengers. The microscopic, bacteria, whatnot, that live on the rocks and the plants. I do have some decaying leaves there, and that's kind of the point of the leaves, is to, grow some bacteria and whatnot for the shrimp to live off of. Here's an interesting guy. Look at this guy. He's not even, no color on him, which does happen. But anyway, this tank is doing really well. I'm really happy with it. Let me go around to the other side. Okay, here's the other side of the tank. And plants are doing amazing. Really looking good. Here's some more baby shrimp on a rock here. In the back, that white piece is magic shell. Magic shell provides calcium, which shrimps and snails need. Shrimps need them to be able to molt. Snails need them to keep their shell strong. So yeah, this is doing really good. I mean, look at all the shrimp over here. It's just amazing how these shrimp are multiplying. Let me go over what I feed them. So I do feed them these vegetable shrimp pie. I also feed them Shrimps Pro. Now these are both flat, round pellets. The Shrimp Pro are a little smaller than the vegetable pie. And then for the fish, I have some chili rasboras. I have Burrata meticulatus and regular chili rasboras. Those I feed this, which is a nano food. Very small little dots of food that the fish like. I do feed them regular flake food. I have it really ground up in here, so it's very fine. Again, because I have the small chili rasboras in that tank. So, yeah, but everything is doing really good. I had a problem with the pump. This is a fairly new tank. I don't know, it's been up in about 2 months. The pump stopped on me 3 times. Fluval said they would replace it. It's a little bit of a hassle. You have to basically pull the pump out, take a picture of the label of the pump, send it to them so they can verify that it's still under warranty. I guess there's a serial number or something on the pump. Then they wanted me to cut the electrical cord at the pump, right at the edge of the pump, and then send them another picture with the cord cut. The pump, though, is still running. I don't know, maybe it was just a glitch that it was new and for some reason it stopped. It has not stopped now in a couple weeks. So when I reached back out to Fluval and asked how much time I have to, replace this pump, they told me that it's covered for 2 years, which I think, absolutely fantastic. So really impressed with Fluval's warranty. You really couldn't ask for more than that. So as of right now, it's running good. I think if it stops on me one more time, then I'm going to send it back. But for now, haven't had, it seems to be running well the past couple weeks. So I'm hoping that I won't have to do that. I do have an extra one of their pumps from an older Fluval. But, for the price of the tank, I shouldn't have to use an old used pump. Now, let me tell you what I put in the water. I do put Fluval Excel in. It's a half a capful for 5 gallons when you do a water change. I really only put it in when I do a water change. It stays off algae It's supposed to be bioactive carbon, but really it just stays off algae. And I use Prime as my conditioner. And then I started using this. I can't say for sure if this is doing anything or not. This Aquavita synthetic vitamins for shrimp. I mean, I saw some reviews saying that this stuff killed people's shrimp. I don't know. I'm following the directions. It's only 4 ml for this tank. It comes with a little measuring cup. Is it doing anything? I have no idea. I will say, though, that my shrimp obviously are looking healthy. It's not affecting my fish. Obviously, you can see my little nano fish are doing great. The plants are growing, again, just like insane. And again, I do not fertilize this tank whatsoever. I will say the tank is probably overfed, and that's partially because I've got to get these nanofish fed, and they're just so tiny. And I do have a pest snail invasion. You can't see any now, but they come out at night like crazy. I got this tool that you kind of scrape them off the walls with, and I don't know. It works so-so. The easiest thing is I wait till the nighttime. For whatever reason, these little snails all seem to come up to the top of the tank, and I just go in with a little piece of paper towel and I just scoop them out. So if you look around, you could probably see, sometimes you'll see them on the leaves, or a lot of times they hang out, like there's one at the top. They hang out attached to these redwood floaters. If I see them, I scoop them out. It really is no big deal. Again, this tank really, the purpose of this tank really was for me to, get shrimp to multiply. They're obviously it's working. Now this plant, I don't know, this plant's growing like crazy. It's gonna shoot out the top soon. But the shrimp love the leaves in that plant. They hang out in there all the time. There's a little tunnel, a little alcove under here. I don't know if you can see it, which I'm sure is maybe where the females are burying in and laying their eggs. I have 2 autocinkless catfish in here, and I think I have about 6 pygmy Cory cats, the little tiny ones. And yeah, everybody's doing really, really well. But I mean, you see the shrimp are just really, they're everywhere. So if you're thinking of starting a shrimp tank, I mean, I watched a lot of videos on it. I know a lot of guys say don't even use substrate, but I'm not doing this to sell them. I still want a nice looking aquarium. This is on my kitchen counter. So, it's really not hard. Shrimp really just need very stable parameters. I'm lucky. I'm in New York. The tap water here is very hard, which is what Neocaridina shrimp actually like, is hard water. So I really have had no problems, and just the food and the waste is enough to basically keep all my plants looking fantastic. You see, look at that. There's actually air bubbles coming off of this, which is amazing. There's no CO2 injection or anything. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with this tank. Again, I was gonna maybe do a glass petri dish down here. This is where I feed them, so you can see the sand is definitely a little dirtied. But I don't know, I just don't really like how it looks. So, as of now though, I throw a couple of those tablets in, they all come running over here. And then when they finish it all, they all go back to hanging out in the plants or whatever. So all in all, really, really great looking tank. One of the purposes of this video is I just got myself finally a new high-powered laptop that has a separate NVIDIA GeForce video card in it, so I can do better video editing than with my existing laptop. Was a Microsoft Surface Pro 4, which is like 6 years old, which had an integrated graphics card. So I'm going to attempt to do a little editing in this video, put the little like and subscribe chime in there, cut out some of my ramblings. So let me know, please, if you guys think my video came out good. I only do this for fun. I'm not sponsored. Give me a like and subscribe. I have been picking up some viewers lately, which is actually pretty exciting. But I obviously have a full-time job, so I just kind of do this for fun. But I'm excited to have this laptop and some good video editing software to see if I could hopefully, increase the quality of my videos. I'll give you guys an update soon on my other 2 tanks. I have a 30-gallon and a 20 high that are both also doing fantastic. That's all for now. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can look at the shrimp for a little while. You see all the babies. They're just There's so many babies. It's really just amazing. And I know I saw one of the females and she was full of eggs. So there's, I guess, more babies coming. I feel a little guilty when I scoop them out and put them in my big tank. Like I just ruined their lives. But hopefully they're going to start multiplying in the big tanks soon also. So again, if you want to try breeding shrimp, it's not challenging. Just make sure you have stable water parameters. Don't do anything crazy. You know, shrimps like stability. I do a half of. I do a water change on half of this tank, generally every week. But again, my tap water is fairly stable, so I've not had any problems. But that's really the only change. Again, I don't put any chemicals in it during the week. I only add the Flourish Excel only after I do a water change, and then that's really it. I do have the nanofish in here because it's very hard to keep a tank cycled when you only have shrimp, because shrimp, give off such a small bio load. So you could possibly have a crash if you have no fish in the tank and only have shrimp. I don't know if that's true. That's what I've read. So I figured, you know what? Let me get some nanofish in here. They certainly are not going to bother the shrimp. They don't even eat the babies, the shrimplets. Chili raspberries, I got to say, they're actually awesome. I know right now they're kind of hiding. They're normally out though all day. Just very active little fish. I really love them. If I didn't have shrimp in here and I got rid of this driftwood, which is taking up a big piece of the tank, I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a piece of driftwood here that goes literally all the way up. It's a monster piece, but it had multiple holes in it, and that's why I got it, because all these plants are basically parked in the holes of the driftwood. And I do have Java moss also going right down the middle. But this is obviously the ideal environment for shrimp, because the shrimp can hide, they feel safe, because it's densely planted. See the shrimp everywhere. Okay, here we go. The nanofish, the reservoirs are out. The Boratus is out. So anyway, definitely go for it. If you have a filter that has big intake slots, you definitely want to put a sponge over it, because that will suck up the baby shrimp. But other than that, unless you have predators, even if some of your baby shrimp get eaten, as long as you've got some hiding places, some of them are going to survive and grow, and before you know it, you'll have a lot of shrimp. Again, there's really nothing to eat them in this tank. Oh, there's a pygmy Cory. But regardless, I definitely recommend you trying out shrimp. They're fun to watch. Here's a little baby crawling up the side. They're fun to watch. They're entertaining. They just have weird, funny personalities. Sometimes they push each other out of the way to get to the food. They're just fun little creatures. That's why we do this, right? To have a little a nano environment all to ourselves, to keep fish and these little creatures alive. So anyway, with that, please give a like and subscribe. Any questions or comments, don't hesitate to throw them down in the comment section. Any other information, any questions, anything you guys want to see, let me know. I'm going to try to crank out some more videos a little more regularly now that summer is coming and my workload is going to slow down. That's it all. Take care and enjoy.